Well, hello there, gentlemen, and welcome to Gentleman's Carry. Today we're going to explore the ZT-0308 in all of its glory and find out exactly why it has a hole in it. But before we do, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, and from what I understand, it's absolutely free. And be sure to smash that there like button, smash it nice and hard. So let's get started, Junior. Well, Junior, let's experience the ZT-0308 together as ZT tells us to. Let's experience it. So I haven't opened this here box yet, so I'm quite excited here to open it. I figured I'd do it here on camera together. So it looks like ZT has new packaging. I haven't actually purchased a ZT in a while, so it looks like they went to a white packaging here. It's nice, got some raised lettering there. Now this here is the Skeletonized G10. I did see that it does look like they're coming out with new variants here on this here fella. Looks like there's something else in here. Oh, it comes with extra fasteners here. That's fantastic. Yeah. It comes with, yeah, 3 on the pocket clip here. So it comes with extra fasteners if you need them there. That's fantastic there. That's always nice when a company gives you extra parts there for the piece. And obviously there's a standard ZT little pamphlet there if, for those of you who are confused on how to open a flipping device. So that's there in the box. That's great. I'll put that there back in there. I'll put the box to the side and let's get into the ZT-0308 here. Overall, you can feel its heaviness coming out of the packaging here. Let's get rid of that little fella. Alright, this here is stout. I tell you that here much. It's quite hefty in hand here. It's got some heft to it. Overall, it's fantastic. It's beautifully designed. You can feel the milling. Nice, aggressive, smooth but aggressive milling there on the titanium, which matches the G10 side here. Yeah, that's quite nice. This here really does remind me, it being in the 300 series, which we all know about ZT's 300 series. I think I had the 308, 302, I believe, with the green there, with the assisted opening device, the tiger stripes. I regret getting rid of that piece. Obviously, discontinued that from ZT, and it seems as though they're going back to the roots. And I think this here piece is really something. Overall, the aesthetics are absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, that's what we all know and love about ZT. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. Absolutely that beautiful. This really does harken back to the 300 series, but it's something even extra, I think, that ZT actually started to stray from in terms of their more hard use and rugged knives. They were more into the aesthetic, or more like almost a sense of like Spyderco, but this seems to blend the hard use and the aesthetic together in my mind. It's absolutely a stunner aesthetically. The milling is fantastic on the titanium. The ergos are fantastic on this earpiece. The jimping is fantastic, not aggressive there. Nice thumb wrap here. The blade shape is just absolutely gorgeous. That's actually one of the things that actually caught my eye on this here piece. But yeah, fantastic in hand. Overall, just having it a minute in hand is just, wow, it's fantastically well designed, absolutely gorgeous. Now to that question there, why in the world is there a hole in here? Well, I've seen comments there all over the board saying, oh, I love that hole there. Oh, that hole's going to get some dust and pocket lint in it. So what I can ascertain here, the reason why they designed it this way, it's just a skeletonized look. It's just the design of the piece itself. As you can see, they went with the skeletonized flipper right here, which is very nice actually. It reminds me of the line steel variant there they did on that flipper. I believe the SR11, I believe it was. Don't quote me on that there. But nice skeletonized flipper right here. It's very nice, and it goes with the overall theme, and it's just skeletonized through the frame. through the handle itself and all the way across to the other side. And it's also skeletonized, as you would often usually see across the industry, where they start to reduce the weight. On the liner side here, they went and skeletonized, if you can see that there. A little hard to see in camera there. But this here is skeletonized on the titanium, on the G10 side. So it's just the overall aesthetics. And it threw me for a loop as well, because when I first saw this here knife, I thought there was something unique there about the pivot, or some kind of locking mechanism. In terms of, I originally thought this is somehow would like come out this here way, or it's stationary pivot. It's removable with a 1/2" wrench here from the other side here. So yeah, the pivot is essentially what you would know from the other pivot there across the board. It's just a 1/2" wrench would be required to remove it. So yeah, I really do like the overall aesthetics. Yeah, it may catch a little bit more dust and what have you, but we shall see. So overall, very nice, very attractive, very stout. So let's compare it to something. So this here actually reminded me of the ZT 300 series. Obviously, I don't have that there in hand, but it also reminded me of the SR series from Line Steel. I don't have that one, but I do have the Line Spy for comparison. So it was essentially the same size, the original large one, without the thumb ramp there, or the hole. So it kind of reminded me of that in the stoutness of the blade, the SR1 series. Also, it reminded me of the weight of the Cold Steel 4MAX. Now this thing is absolutely massive, and you can see in comparison it's actually quite large compared to the 4MAX here. And the 4MAX is an absolute beast in the folder world. I mean, this is the closest thing to finding a fixed blade, if there ever was such a thing, in a folder. And then here's the XM18 Hinderer for comparison as well. So this fella here, it's about 1 inch larger, as you can see. This is the 3.5" variant here than the 308 here. So, and much more stout than this here fella. So you could just see overall comparison in terms of sizes here of what you're going to get here. So it's a very stout blade, very long. It's long in terms of other offerings as well. It's actually getting there to the 4MAX size there. So let's see on the overall length. Oh, here's another one here. There's a ZT Les George. That's this here is a long fella. That's a long fella here. It's this here is a little bit larger. It's about 1/4 inch larger there. And this here is, I thought, it was a massive knife at the time as well. So just some comparison there. So let's measure this here fella. Now the 4MAX is 10 ounces. Keep that in mind. So this here fella, they say the blade length is 3.7 inches. I'm actually the cutting edge on this here fella looks like it, yeah, 3.75, I'd say. That's a nice. Yeah, they're saying 3.7 on their website, but I'm seeing more like 3 3/4 there. So that's nice. 3.75. Fantastic. Overall length on this here fella, let's see, that's close to 9 inches there. 8 3/4. 8.75 should do it on the overall length. And the weight on this here fella, let's see. I mean, you can feel the stoutness and the heft in the handle. I mean, it's very reassuring. I'll tell you that much. But it does have some heft there. And it'll have some heft there in the pocket. Let's see here. Curious to see what this is. 7.15. So the 4MAX was 10 ounces. So that you're talking the 3 ounce difference there. I mean, but it's actually more compact, less stout in thickness here. And this thing is huge in thickness. But yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy fella. That is a heavy fella. Put that much on that one. But overall, when it's closed, though, as you can see here, I mean, it's a much more compact design there in your pocket. So in terms of the blade steel, as you can see here, we have ZT's. So this does have the KVT ball bearings, and also, yeah, CPM 20CV here on the steel here. So that seems to be the go-to steel for all the manufacturers these days. It seems to be supplanting the S30V. So yeah, it's a fantastic overall around steel. Have it on many knives now. Edge retention fantastic, corrosion resistance. It's got high chromium content in there. I believe it was 20%, I believe, on the chromium. Yeah. So yeah, it's fantastic there. I think I'm going to go ahead and change out the pocket clip there. That's the only thing I don't really like on this here fella. I like to go with the deep carry, but we'll find one to change that out. Yeah, overall very nice indeed here. Very nice indeed. It does seem that ZT is going to be making, it's going to be a popular here model for them, some more variants. So if you don't like the color here, or you know, looking for something else, perhaps you can go ahead and wait there, because it does seem as though they have some coming soon images of new models and variants of this here piece, which I think this is going to be a popular item for them, because it did seem as though many fellas started to sway away from ZT because they kind of abandoned, or they, you know, went a different direction in terms of less hard use knives, and ZT really found that niche there in the market with the 300 series. And as I said, I really do regret getting rid of the 300 series I had with the tiger stripes and the green G10 and the assisted, it was assisted open and flipping device, but yeah, it was a nice piece though. But this here, it combines the elegance, I think, of the aesthetics that they were trying to find, I believe, and also the hard use, rugged nature of we've all come to know and love about GT there. But overall, yeah, it's fantastic there. This here is a real winner in my book. Just having it in hand here for a few minutes here. So let's see. Anything else I miss? I don't know. Let's see here. Definitely made in the U.S. here. Obviously, ZT's all made in the U.S. Titanium handles. Slab of titanium there on the liner, or the frame. I do have a titanium liner on that side, as I said before, with the G10 overlay. And you have your standoffs here, your black standoffs, and your little lanyard hole in the back here, and reversible pocket clip. See, there's a nice piece. So I'm going to be carrying this here fella now. I'm going to see how it feels in pocket. I'll report back my findings if it stays in the at a rotation or not. But overall, my first impressions are this is a real winner. Fantastic. Well done, GT. Well done. And now a little from the manufacturer itself, Zero Tolerance. For those of you who prefer their knives on the larger side, we created the new 0308. The 0308 offers a beefy 3.7-inch blade of premium CPM 20CV. The handle features Coyote Tan G10 on the front scowl with a titanium back. Both front and back are heavily 3D machined for an ultra-secure grip. The 2.5-inch solid pivot features a custom nut that enables it to be adjusted in the field with a 1/2-inch wrench. The pocket clip hole pattern is compatible with many aftermarket clips. Made in the USA, solid pivot has custom nut, enables in the field adjustment with a 1/2-inch wrench. CPM 20 CV steel offers exceptional hardness, wear resistance, edge retention, stonewashed finish, helps hide used scratches. KVT ball bearing opening, Flipper, titanium frame lock with hardened steel lock bar insert secures blades safely open during use. Compatible with a variety of aftermarket pocket clips. That there, Junior, is the ZT-0308. Thanks for watching.